right. I'm back again. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? The third video I done today. Let me see. Let me test out the screen. You know, y'all know the procedure. Let me see here. Let me check out the audio. All right. Let the weak say that I am strong. This is going to be pretty much a biblical teaching. All right. Okay, ain't no need of me wasting too much time. Let me see. I'll just do this. Okay. All right. Now, some people may be feeling weak. Let me do this right here, give you something to look at. Let me give you something to look at. This just hit me. Okay. Sometimes you know people feel kind of low or disappointed or whatever the situation may be. But to us, many of us are well aware that some of our stuff is orchestrated. You know, it's hard. We go to school and we don't see ourselves in the education system. The teachers are white supremacists. You know, you turn the television on, you're getting nothing that you can relate to. It's like you don't fit in. It's like you don't belong. That's because Satan is playing mind games. And he uses people to do it. But I'm going to tell you this right here. How did you come to the conclusion that you was weak? Who told you was weak? Who told you that you couldn't make it? Where did you learn this behavior? It is a learned behavior. One cannot think that they can't make it if they don't know what not being able to make it is. One cannot feel down or depressed like they don't want to live. You had to learn this. Now, let me give you some clues as to how you learned it. You learned it by being taught by people that hate us. You learned it through their media apparatus, whether it be in the form of their school textbooks, the way they teach the Bible, the way their television programming operate. Okay? Let me give you some Bible verses. So you have to learn to control your thinking. It is your brain. You are responsible for controlling what goes into your brain. Okay? Now, this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and he is old, he will not depart. So this is teaching. We have to be taught. We have to be reinforced. But see, what this system does, it separates our fathers from the mothers, whether it be the father that's caught up in brainwashing and doing selfish things, or the father is gone off into this prison industrial complex, or the father is murdered by police, or the father or mother is murdered by white supremacist devils. So with one parent missing, usually the other parent is off working. So where does that leave the child? What are they learning? How are they being trained? Think about it. All this affects the child. And these devils know this. That's why when the government told the black woman she can have housing, but the father cannot be in the house. And at the same time, when they gave white people money to build up the suburbs, They allowed them to keep their families together. What is Sloppy Joe, Jim Crow Biden proposing now? Reparations for illegal immigrants that got separated. So they know this is wrong. But yet, in their twisted mind, they think it's all right for us. Okay? I've felt the pain. I've lived the pain. I've overcome the pain. I'm here to help you navigate the pain. I want you to find the avenues and doorways of failure and depression and shut them off. You're hanging around a bunch of people that's going nowhere. Reroute. You're watching a bunch of things on television. You're learning a bunch of things on television that's not helping you. Reroute. Okay? Now, okay, train up a child in the way he should go when they are old. He will not depart from it. So you got to, especially with the children, you got to watch what they are watching. You got to watch what they're taking in. Now they are slipping the LGBT agenda right into children's cartoons. Now they are messing up the bathrooms where the boys, all they got to do is say they are a woman and go in the girls' bathroom. So you got to protect the children's mind. All right. Proverbs 23:7. So as he thinketh in his heart, or she, so is he. I want to focus on the first part. So as you thinketh, so are you. What are you thinking? What prompts the way you think? How are you learning the thoughts of negativity and the thoughts of ending the precious gift of life that the Most High gave you? Something is working contrary to the will of the Most High. You say that's just a little bit of the scripture. So he thinketh in his heart. So okay, let me give you another one. Okay, why did Mashiach say, if you're looking on a woman to lust, you've already committed adultery? Because thoughts are simply waiting to become actions. No one cheats on their spouse without thinking about it first. So if you don't want to be a cheater, you got to watch your thinking. You got to control your thoughts. And the best way to control your thoughts is to put on some armor. All right. Let me go down to verse 10. All right. Finally, my brethren and sisterin, be strong in Yahuwah. How do you do that? Learn his word. Learn his ways. Cleave to him. And in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Think about it. They are in your head. They are orchestrating hits through people to get inside your head, to make you hate living, to make you sin against the Most High, to make you think that you are someone that you are not. This is mind control on a spiritual level. They want to fertilize your thoughts. They want to colonize your thoughts. They want to destroy your thoughts. All right? But against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Look at these lawmakers. Look at these people that control and run the world. They are being manipulated. Their thoughts, too, are being manipulated and controlled by spiritual wickedness. All right, verse 13. Put on the whole armor of Yahuwah. Not some of it, not what you like. Put on the whole armor, that you may be able to stand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth. Okay. So you're gonna have to live in truth. You're gonna have to have the spirit of truth living within you. If you don't have the Holy Spirit, the spirit of truth living within you, you are in trouble. And having on the breastplate of righteousness. You know what righteousness is. If you don't know what righteousness is, learn the word. Get in the word if you don't know what righteousness is. All right? And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Okay, your actions, your feet. What is your motive? What is your mission? What do your feet lead to on a daily basis? Does your feet lead to evil? In order for your feet to lead to evil, your head got to tell your feet to go to where the evil is. Your thoughts are not your own. You may think they are. Wait on Judgment Day. Your thoughts are being colonized by spiritual parasites. All right, now, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Remember, faith without works is dead, being alone. So if you believe you can make it, you got to ask the Most High to show you the path where you will make it. You got to get away from things that you know will hinder you. All right. Verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation. Your mind is steadily on the kingdom. The sword of the Spirit. Learn the word, eat the word, sleep the word, breathe the word. That's the sword. Which is the word of Yah. See, a lot of us don't know the word. We don't want to take time to listen to the word. We don't want to do that. See, that's how you cut down these spiritual leeches, these spiritual demons with the word. They can't stand the word. All right, verse 18. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto. Watching. Not walking around aimless, not paying attention as to what's going on, not paying attention as when you're getting a negative, bad, wicked thought. Instead of dwelling on that thought, you got to get rid of that thought. You got to rebuke that thought. You got to pray against that thought. If not, it may take root in your heart, lead to action, and your feet go right to do the evil. Okay? All right. Let me see. Watching whereunto it is also written, watch and pray with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Let me see what else I have here. Went over that. Went over that. Okay. Now, book of Job, chapter 3. I always wanted to focus in on this. Let me see. Job chapter 3, verse 10. I wanted to focus on that because it's the title. Let the weak say I'm strong. Then I'm going to go up here and show you some more things. Let the weak say I am strong. You can't just say it. Okay. If you're feeling weak, okay. How's your prayer life? How is your knowledge of the word? That's where your strength is. If you don't like that, if you don't want to do that, then you're probably not going to make it. Let the weak say I am strong. Let me go up here and show you some more things, especially my people. For behold, in those days and at that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. This is the last day. This is the so-called day of the so-called Lord, as they call it. For behold, in that day when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Let me show you this here. Let me go to Luke 21:24. I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Luke chapter 21. Hold on. But remember, the Most High say he won't put no, he give us a way of escape. And I just gave you ways that you can escape. You got to get in the word, you got to pray, you got to guard your thoughts. Why you don't want to guard your thoughts? Think about that one. You got your own brain, but you can't control what goes in it. Yes, you can. You can control what goes in your brain. All you got to do, turn the channel. People that you know that's wicked, you're going to have to get away from them. All right? Let me see. Show you this. This is after we sold Mashiach out. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. What other group of people went captive into all nations? Come on now. We led away captive because we forsook, we turned our back, we turned over Mashiach. Fell by the edge of the sword, led away captive into all nations. Let me see. They like to keep black people out of the cameras. There's a good population of us in Brazil. They just show you the white ones. They show you the white Brazilians. But it's a good many of us in Brazil. Let me see here. Let me see. Don't forget the Islamic slave trade carried us to the east. This is west. The Islamic slave trade carried us to the east. Let me type that in. Remember, captive into all nations. Right to this day, them darn Arabs is against us. Notice when Obama killed Gaddafi, notice they used a black man to kill another man that was helping us. As soon as Gaddafi died, the Arabs started selling our people into slavery again. These darn Democrats. All right. See what I got here. Let me show you some images. They still selling our people into slavery. Just look it up. I ain't giving anybody that's an enemy of our people is an enemy of the Most High. Anybody teaching lies is an enemy of the Most High. Nobody gets a pass. They still doing it. Here you go, right here. I'm just talking about that and found it on accident. Slave trade but hey, that's why I be, I like a lot of things the Nation of Islam do, but they ain't talking about this. They ain't talking about this. I ain't heard them. All right. After the 8th century, Muslim merchants from North Africa and the Middle East sought African slaves for trade in the Mediterranean basin, Southwest Asia, India, as far south away as Southeast Asia and China. The Islamic slave trade lasted until the 20th century, and the deportation of many 10 million Africans. That ain't telling you how many died. But anyway, I gave you that to go inside with this Bible verse. Fall by the edge of the sword, that's dying. Led away captive into all nations. There's no other group of people that's been scattered all over this earth into captivity. All right. All you got to do is line up with the word. The word said this was coming. It done came. It's here. So believe the word. Line up with it, and you're going to be all right. Let me see if I got any questions over here, any comments. Let me see. What's up, Sharon, baby? Shalom. All right. Talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Y'all check them other 2 videos out. I did 2 videos today. One of them was Romancing the Beast. And the second one is We Know Who Our Enemies Are. Check them out. They should have the same date on them. All right. Shalom.